Okay, welcome to the little video seminar. See if you can get me. My name's Rick Perry. I'm an audio engineer for Marathon Community Church. You can go to marathonchurch.org. What we got here is the subwoofers in the floor. We got 12 dual 18 cabinets under the stage. And then up top here is Rinkus Hines STX 64, STX 764s clusters up top. Well, the subs are, a few feet ahead of it, so that tells you that they're definitely playing, you're getting that signal before you're getting the clusters. So what we're going to do is we're going to align those, and I'll show you how to do that. First off, we're going to get an idea of what frequency we want to issue the low-pass frequency. And the way I do that is I'll take, I've got the tone generator set at about 80 hertz right now, and if I play the mains, this is just the mains only, this isn't the subs, and you see I've got it set about 85 dB. Well, that's 80 hertz, so if I go up 5 dB, I just lost a little bit. Now I go to 90. Okay, it lost some more. 95, it jumps way up. So I know that around that area is where I want my low pass at. That's where I want my subs to take over. So there's 80. So we're going to run it at 80 hertz. That's Dolby Labs figured out that 80 hertz is where omnidirectional sound works best. You can't necessarily identify where the sound's coming from at 80 hertz. So get you a laptop and access your processor. So from here you can see I'm running a 48 dB slope on my low pass, and I'm running a Butterworth 48 dB slope. The reason I'm running 48 dB is because I got a sub feed on an aux send, and the 48 dB slope is so sharp that when I push the sub feed straight up, it doesn't change my the crossover between my mains and my sub as much. If you had a 12 dB or 24 dB slope, you would really like, if you cross this over at like 99 hertz, when you crank it real hard, you might be crossing over at like 100, 120 hertz. So that's why I run a 48 dB slope. So anyway, go ahead and set your mains at here we got 85 dB. All right, here's my sub feed, and I've got that at 85. Okay, so both of those are matched on the faders. So then go back to your processor and go to your sub where you can change the polarity and invert the polarity. The reason we do this is when you get the polarity of the sub feed exactly lined up with the main feed, you'll actually lose dB on the meter. When you lose that dB, you've got the waveforms exactly 180 degrees out. Then once you re-enable the polarity, when you change that back to normal, your wave will be perfectly lined up together in the mains. And that's how you time align your subs with your mains. So what we're going to do is I'm going to enable this one and this one together. We might get like 90 dB, and I'm going to have to keep rolling this scale around. But as we do this, I'm going to come back to here, and I'm going to change the delay. This is the delay on the subwoofers, and I'm going to start cranking this delay up. And when my meter starts dropping, when I get the lowest reading on that meter, that means the waves are lined up. And then I'll set everything down, put the polarity back on normal, and this system is aligned at the frequency I choose. If you change your low pass point, if you change it to 120 hertz, if you change it down to 80, you're going to have to redo this because your different slopes and your different points will will give you phase issues. Alright, so I'm going to hold the button down on here. Alright, let's enable. Here's our mains and our subs. And we are Alright, we're starting from there. I got a slow response, so I'm going to start dialing in some delay. That's 1 foot, 2 foot. It's actually getting louder, so let me change this up just so you can watch it. See, right now we're at 2.4 feet. We're going to keep going. Now remember, our subs are polarity inverse right now. Okay, we're at 5 feet. We're over 90 dB now. That's not what we're looking for. Okay, we're at 9 feet now. Still climbing. Alright, now it's starting to drop down. Alright, we're at 10.3 feet now. Now it's starting to get quieter in here. Okay, I'm going to have to change the meter here in just a second. Yeah, change the meter again. Get it in the middle. We're at 14.1 feet. Alright, it's starting to come back up. Let me go back the other way. Going back up. Let me split the difference here. So that's 64, 63. That's pretty much it right there. And that's 14.36 feet. And if I were to estimate, I would say those subs are about 14 feet ahead of the mains, roughly. And that's what we're looking for. So now, we set all this down. All I'm going to do, I hadn't changed any of those dials, so I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to go back to my gain. I'm going to change the polarity back to normal. And we were at like 60 something dB. Okay, now that's back to normal. We still got our delay, 14.36 feet. So we come back and just turn the system back on. We look at our meter now. There's 91 dB. So that shows, you know, we didn't hurt the dB of the system. We just lined the waves up. And on a Yamaha M7CL, what I've got here, you can go to the monitor section and enable the oscillator. And I've got mine at 80 Hertz. There's my sub feed, and then there's my left and right mains. So I can turn this off, take that off, and turn that back down to nothing, close that screen out, and that's how you get to that screen and use that screen. So now we can save that in our processor, and I'll try to get a side shot of this to show you. There's the subs. This is completely side, so I look straight up and you look way over here, and that's where the cluster is. So you can kind of get an idea that that's about 14 feet. So if you don't do it this way, you can guess at it. If the mains are ahead of the subs, then you're going to delay the mains. If the subs are ahead of the mains, you're going to delay the subs. So anyway, I hope this helps. I hope that gives you a tighter bottom end. Try the trick out and let me know what you think. And good luck.